Hey everybody, I'm going to go over the Zoom for polynomials, and this is going over some of the problems that are on the test. The first problem is given a polygon. It's a quadrilateral, and it says, what is the perimeter of the polygon in terms of x? So you guys need to know that perimeter is where you add up all the sides. We have 4 sides, so we're going to add up 4 different polynomials. And when it says in terms of x, that just means that you're not going to get an integer, so you're going to have an expression with x in it, okay? And we're going to get that because we don't know what x is. X could be 8, it could be 5, it could be -1. X could be, the length of the windows in the building. It could be the number of designated feet depending on the vehicles in the garage. It just doesn't matter. So polynomials are useful to use as a placeholder for when you don't know, what exactly the length is going to be, but you know what it has to be based on something else. If that makes sense. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add up the sides. The first side is x squared minus 2x plus 1. And then the second side is going to be 3x minus 4. And these are in no order. And then I'm going to do x squared minus 2 and x plus 3, and we are going to add all these together. Okay. Now, what did I do? I made sure that I wrote all of the like terms on top of each other. So you'll notice that all the x squareds are together, all the x's are together, and all the constants are together. And I want you to do any strategy you can to make sure you're not adding x squared to 2x. All right. So I have 1x squared plus 1x squared is 2x squared. And then negative 2x plus 3x plus x is going to be positive 2x. And then 1 minus 4 is negative 3. Minus 2 is negative 5. Plus 3 is negative 2. Let me check my math. 1 minus 4 is negative 3. Minus 2 is negative 5. Plus 3 is negative 2. So this is our answer right there. And this is a polynomial. This is in terms of x. It is a number. That is what we want. Okay? So you got to know perimeter is adding up all the sides. And let's get rid of this. Okay. Here we're given another polygon. Looks like some kind of pentagon. And it says find the missing side if the perimeter is 26x minus 3. So we know the perimeter now. And we're missing one of the sides. So there's a number of different ways you can think about it. You can, I'm just going to go over my way. Not very good at these video things yet. Okay, so what I know is I know the total perimeter is 26x minus 3. That's the total perimeter. And then in order to find the perimeter, you add up everything. So if we were to add up everything, that would give us everything we know. And I'm just going to think one step ahead. I need to subtract off everything I know. And if I subtract off everything I know, then that will give me the missing parts, right? Okay, the missing part. Okay, so how much is there that I know? I know there's 4x, 5x, 5x, 6x. That's 20x. And then I know there's plus 2, minus 4, minus 8. So that's negative 10. Okay. Now, I could subtract this just the way it's written. I would do, for example, negative 3 minus negative 10. And that will work. I need to get I need to get positive 7. And already, like in my brain, I'm already trying to confuse myself because I see negative 3 and I see negative 10. I want to go negative 13. And that's not correct because I'm subtracting. So if you remember, I really encourage you to change it to plus. and then change the signs on the second one. And that way you're just adding, and it's one less possibility of making a mistake. So let's look at it like this. I've got -3 plus 10 is 7. And then 26 minus 20 is, and this is 26x minus 20x, is 6x. So this missing side is 6x plus 7. Okay. You could, you're setting this up like, a plus b, I'm just going on a tangent here, plus c, all the sides equals the total sides, and then you're just, subtracting off to cancel is kind of what you're doing, if you want to think about it that way, but doesn't matter. All right, let's see the next one. Okay, so this is a task, and we did perimeter, and then we did perimeter again, and then this one says, can you find the area of the shape? And what you need to know about areas, you need to know you multiply to find the area, right? Multiply length times width is area. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply length times width. Well, what's the length? The length could be set as 8x plus 1. And you can use height or length or whatever you want, or width. The other side is 8x plus 1. Okay, so in order to find the area, I'm going to multiply these two sides. And in order to multiply two binomials, I'm going to use FOIL. So first, outside, inside, last. We've got 8x times 8x is 64x squared. Don't forget that it's x squared because we multiply x times x. We're going to do 8x. Oh, look, I already wrote it down wrong. I'm checking my work and I'm saying like one of these is negative, right? All right, sorry guys. This is negative, right? One is negative, one is positive. Okay, all right, we're looking good. Okay, 8x times -1 is negative 8x. And 1 times 8x is plus 8x. And 1 times -1 is -1. The middle terms combine. Negative 8x plus 8x is actually 0. So I'm left with 64x squared minus 1. And look at that, it's a difference of squares. Remember, difference of squares, take the square root of both, and it's plus minus. And that's why it cancels out the middle terms. So, ta-da! Okay, here's the area. This is the area. Next is, can you find the perimeter of the shape? Well, rectangles, this has to be 8x minus 1. This has to be ax plus 1. So all the plus minus ones cancel out, and the perimeter of the shape would be 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8 would be 32 x's. Okay. And then part C says if x is 8 miles, what is the perimeter of the shape? This would be like our evaluating. And when you evaluate, you plug in, right? So this would be like, for example, 8 times 8 plus 1. And then this would be 8 times 8 minus 1, 8 times 8 plus 1, 8 times 8 minus 1. And if you think about it, all the ones cancel out again. You're really plugging in 32 times 8, right? All the 8s together. And what is 32 times 8? That's a good question. 256. So this would be 256 miles if x equals 8. Okay, and this is the last example, and this is a problem that has nothing to do with geometry unless you apply it. And the reason I'm putting this on there is because a lot of students get it wrong, even though they know how to FOIL. what they're going to do is they're going to look at 2x minus 5. They're going to see it squared. Then we're like, just put that 2 in there. Just like distribution. That's not what distribution means. The definition of squaring something is a number times itself. So we're going to have to take that number being squared and we're going to have to multiply by itself, okay? And essentially, give yourself a little catchphrase. We want to write it twice. 2x minus 5. Write it twice. 2x minus 5. And if we FOIL this, then we got it. So 2x times 2x is 4x squared. 2x times negative 5 is negative 10x. It repeats, negative 5 times 2x is negative 10x. And negative 5 times negative 5 is positive 25. Middle terms cancel. 4x squared minus 20x plus 25 is the answer. There's a pattern. There is totally a pattern. Imagine this part being A and this part being B. And what it is it's going to be A squared. 2x squared is 4x squared. Minus 2 times A times B. I'm sorry, it's plus. Twice A times B. Twice 2 times negative 5 is that. That's negative 20x. And then it's plus B squared. So B is 5, or negative 5. Negative 5 squared is positive 25. And that's it. That's it, guys. You don't have to know that, but you do gotta know how to FOIL. So hope this all helps, and hope you're looking forward to the test. Hope you're looking forward to Christmas break.